Check it out and check it out now. APG. Now, listen, man, if you guys are not familiar with Atlantic Records, they're the record label who is having meetings with every YouTuber that's making music. They signed Cash Me Outside Girl. They signed all the Instagram comedians. And based on how they're operating, a lot of people, especially artists, are kind of wary about them because they realize that they're being replaced and also their talent, their artistry is being taken for granted. Now, okay. Now I got to give you a little history lesson, okay? Within Atlantic Records, there's a bunch of subsidiaries. That's a subsidiary already of Warner Music Group, but there's a specific subsidiary called APG, Artist Publishing Group. Now here's the problem, because Metroboomin, after he saw that they were trying to solicit new artists, because here's the big problem that these artists are finding, or really the record labels are finding, they're not getting the new artists because the new artists don't need to fuck with them because they could get a buzz and live off the internet for a good while before they ever approach the label. By the time they approach the label, they got all the leverage. The label don't have no leverage. The label can't sign them to the deal that fucks them, so the label wants to get them motherfucking early. So how do you find these guys hella quick? There's so many talented artists. There's so many people popping on social media. So these record labels have resorted to say, hey, we're going to have a campaign where we're going to get people to find them for us, and we're going to act like it's a competition. Now, after someone tweeted out a competition that was going on in Atlanta to find some producers, Metroboomin chimed in and said, PSA to all producers everywhere. Don't let Atlantic Records steal your soul. Then he continued by saying, what I said about Atlantic was directed at Mike Karen and the APG division, who deals directly with producers and songwriters. Dallas Martin, Orlando Wharton, and Lanra Gaba are good friends and black execs who do great business and want to help us win. I want to be clear and not publicly disrespect those who have been in my corner all along. But, like I said, stay away from APG. They play by their own rules. They're vultures, okay? He continues by saying, it is so demeaning to take advantage of hungry artists / producers / writers who will put their whole life into their music just for you to rob them. And somebody else, actually Mike Will, then chimed in because he had his own personal story to share. He says, facts. Karen looked 2012 Mike Will in the eyes after hearing my whole catalog and said, you don't have any hits, but we could help you with that, okay? Now Metro says, sounds about right. Then Metro says, I'm not against major labels at all. Let that be clear. APG is just evil. How is a motherfucker in an office working a 9 to 5 going to tell you how to make your beats or write a song? These niggas got a whole textbook on how to put the hit together like it's a fucking math problem. I, to this day, find it hard to believe. They basically just want to slave you and steal your music to make hits. I just got so much love for all the dope upcoming musicians. Don't want to see you fall victim, so I'm letting you know. DJ Folk hopped in by saying, when Metro said Atlantic, I knew it was APG. And, of course, he also responded to Mike Will by saying, he told me bring him artists and producers for a $10K finder's fee in 2012. Now, there's a lot going on behind the scenes, okay? APG is approaching social media influencers because they want to get closer to the SoundCloud rappers. They're approaching a lot of people and doing a lot of things, okay? People are very critical of them. In all honesty, man, I feel for the true artists in this sense because they realize that they are being pimped. They're not being cherished, and it's all for... let me give you a scenario, okay? Imagine you're a real good artist, okay? Now, with the internet era, you would think that now because you don't have to be pre-packaged and all that, if you have good music, eventually you'll rise to the top. The cream rises to the top in this day and age. However, you get it with a label and they say, yo, wait, you're not popular enough and we're not going to spend money to get you popular. So how about we just take your songs, your beats, whatever you're going to write, and we're going to give it to the popular motherfucker we just got off Instagram, okay? That's essentially what's going down. It's also essentially what's going down when you even hear Metroboomin acknowledge that they have formulas to how they make hits. So basically, they're not even really invested in true art where a hit could be organic. They're saying it's formula-based. So based on all of that, if you're a true artist, you're not going to really fuck with the whole system they got over there, especially when they're using you up and tossing you to the side. They're not really caring about you or what you're trying to do in music. I 100% agree with these producers. Again, I don't have any knowledge or any dealings with this person, Mike Karen. I have heard a lot of stories about APG, some good, some bad, but I got to be on the side of the producers if they feel like they're getting jerked, especially they're the ones with the talent. I wish this was not the case, and I would hope somebody from APG would speak out to defend themselves, because word gets around really quickly. And think about how Birdman was done now. Nobody wants to sign a Birdman. That's why he's mad at everybody who spoke down on him, because at first it didn't bother him, but now nobody wants to sign to him. So eventually could get to the same case for APG. They might want to change that image and their perception really quickly. Okay, get a comment, you guys like and subscribe. It's just another reminder that you don't want to sign to a label, but imagine signing to a label who already has a different agenda, and it doesn't consist of you, but they'll get you early where you don't have any leverage, any clout, no popularity. They use all your best work, give it to somebody who does. That's a problem. Get a comment, you guys like and subscribe. What do you guys think about this? Let me know. Get a comment.